It does in certain senses. It could more in other senses. I'm going to kind of stop it there, but I mean, it could always be tied more to location. You obviously have to tie it to location because you're projecting off the location, and the visual like effects that you do have to be geared towards the architecture that you're working with. As far as the first type of thing, yes, there's going to be this democratization of technology. I think hardware is moving a lot faster than software is in this regard right now. There are a lot of problems with software. Software is just hard to do. Like, it's hard to write. It's very brittle, even in a way that hardware is not, and that stuff's pretty flaky. There's no... The writing of software and the writing of tools and the creation of them is this whole other topic, which has to do with like you're funneling somebody else's creativity into a certain set of possibilities. Like you have the infinite space, and then you have the space of what's possible in a computer, and then you write software and you cram, somebody until you get down to like a mouse, and you have like the smallest possible straw with which you can suck like a pleasing experience, right? And software has no, in the way of like law or music notation or literature, it doesn't have an interpretive layer. And so when you're writing software and tools for people, you're like cutting, lines in the rock that they can walk through and lines that they can't, at some layer of abstraction. And so software and tool writing is this big thing. I think that there's not as much commercial drive towards some uses as some other uses. And so, Adam Smith ain't necessarily pushing us the way that benefits performers and artists and people to create enduring works in these technologically complex circumstances. Certainly there are things there's a lot of movement on the web nowadays. HTML5 has done a lot of like audio, video. Maybe, Bassel, are you still there? Well, anyway, perhaps Bassel can talk a little bit about web stuff if he feels like it and we have time, but which we probably don't. But kind of media, there are a lot of media technologies taken off the web, like real-time audio, real-time video, hyperlinking based on timelines and video timelines, all this kind of hypermedia stuff that's catching up, and we're enabling a lot of things that used to be separate software packages to happen on the web, which I think will be kind of a flurry of development. There's things like WebGL and stuff now, which is starting to work better and better and better. You can do like 3D scenes in the browser. I think when that stuff starts to happen, then it's lowered the barrier. You don't have to know how to C++ program for Windows anymore. And so I think like abstracting a certain technical layer off is going to help the tool building and stuff like that. And then what was it? There might not have been